Hi, welcome to Versus, where us two bitches talk shit about anime. Today we have...
Versus.
To start with, Mark.
The Devil is Present.
The Devil is present. The Devil's a part-timer. This was a lovely fucking surprise to me.
Yes, thank you very much for recommending this, Justin.
Yes, thank you, Justin. It starts that kind of mythic, and I was like, oh god, there was 5 islands.
They threw a lot at you
and I was
in
like,
about 5 seconds, and I was like, fuck, I have to make sure all this is important.
Is this even relevant? Like,
Yeah.
am I going to start writing down all these island names? It's like
Yeah.
presenting attack the centre island.
Yeah.
Basically,
which of the fucking generals has attacked
Yes,
that island?
I have no
it was
fucking
so
clue.
specific. Anyway, it was basically there's 5 continents, all 5 get taken over by Lucifer.
and then humans fight back.
Humans fight back, and then they take over Lucifer's continent.
And Lucifer's
And
like,
Lucifer's
I'll
like-
get in a warp pipe, basically, out of here.
And I just watched, and I didn't just watch, this was me 2 years ago, I just watched Castlevania.
It's very yeah.
And I was
Netflix one.
like, right, he's going to come back and it's going to be awful. Then we're going to be like in like the darkness or whatever. But no, it comes back and it's sort of like modern day Japan.
Well, yeah, goes to Tokyo with his mate,
He doesn't go, he just pops up. I think, doesn't he?
LCL's his friend. And basically, I'm going to call him the Devil, but I think he's actually called Mao.
Oh, right, okay.
That's like his human name.
Oh,
basically,
yes, they did assign themselves some human names.
yeah, and they're just like thrust into modern life. And I thought for a second it was going to be the fish out of water, like, what is a car? What is this? But very quickly, like, yeah, no, we get it.
Yeah, it felt like it didn't ever feel pushed.
Yeah,
But it was just, they were all quite natural
it's
whenever
like
those things happened.
money. We have to get like ID. We have to rent a house. But they were just like, let's crack. It wasn't like I'm the devil. Everyone has to. Like the devil got it straight away. His mate was more like, how can you? The police are talking to them. It's like, how can you speak to the devil like that? Like he's your leader and trying to do magic, but there's magic because no one believes in magic. I think.
Yeah, or something
on
like
Earth.
that, or like they've shunned away magic. Or
Yeah, so
something.
it doesn't, their powers don't really properly work. They've sort of got them a
they've
bit,
got powers,
but they're not as powerful.
great.
And they've also the devil's got like younger.
Yeah, they're like, for some reason he's like a child.
They basically just lost most
yeah.
of their shit. They're basically, at the start of a video game, you lose all your powers and all your shit at the start of Metroid games. And it's like, oh shit, I can't go
now
to the
I've got to
ball
work
anymore.
My way back up.
Yeah.
And the way you work your way back up is
You need
by
money.
working in McDonald's.
McRonald's.
McRonald's.
Which are really
I have to say,
like
this really made me want to go and get a McDonald's
Yes.
and put loads of black pepper all over
black pepper fries.
it. Yeah.
The devil, well, let's say the devil just goes straight, goes to McRonald's and then just wants to make bank.
Yeah, essentially. Well, it's like, I think he doesn't really understand the world and basically thinks that, right, okay, I've got a job and now I need to work my way up this job and soon I'll be the head controller of McDonald's.
I think he does.
I suppose that
I
would be
think
quite a good thing for a devil
I
to
think
do.
he just realised that it's just an enjoyable... He's gone from like ruling everything to going, oh, he's probably didn't want for anything in his life. And now he has to actually has to work for it. And he seems to quite enjoy, like, oh, he's bought his new washing machine, he's bought his fridge. And he's like, he's just enjoying the simple things of just earning stuff.
But I do think he is still on his, like, because I like always that inner monologue of, right, yeah, I've got to do this. I'm one step closer to world domination by becoming the head salesman of the black pepper fries of McDonald's. And I quite enjoyed those sort of, like, I don't know, there's inner monologues that he had, and each of them had. I thought it was really good. I thought this one was very, like, dialogue funny.
Very funny, but we watched the dub, so I don't know how much of that is just from the dub, because everyone just seemed to get it. Like, because I was just like, oh, I wasn't that fussed, and then it was soon after they went, obviously, into the future
when
times.
they went as soon as they went into future times, and they said, like, what are these horse-drawn carriages? What are these horseless carriages? Yeah. And it was very like also Hocus Pocus. It made me think of Sarah Jessica Parker. So I really like that straight away from that point. I was like, this is more interesting than I thought it was going to be.
It was just nice, and then he's kind of trying to get his he has to sell enough black pepper fries, and he's trying to offer them all and heat up baby food and random shit. Yeah. But then the fryer breaks, and he's like, oh shit, and he's like, shall I use my powers? And he's like, no, I can't do that.
He doesn't use his powers. They get the fryer fixed. He's lost his target though. But
he's
still
crushed.
Gets
he's absolutely fucking crushed.
He is absolutely crushed. Earlier on in the episode, he helps out this girl by giving her
girl Amelia. I might want to say it's Amelia.
By giving her his umbrella.
Yeah.
But he actually seems very nice. I think this is
he's very undeviled.
I don't know why she goes on to after that for some bizarre reason follow him and watch him from a coffee shop across the road.
Oh yeah, you could pretty much see the whole way through into the back of the McDonald's and knew exactly. Oh, you were sort of using your powers.
Yeah, and she saw his hand obviously glowing up. And then straight away, she's like, you're Lucifer. And he recognises her through her eyes, I think, as the hero with the sacred sword.
Oh, is that who she was? I didn't know he knew Or Descendant,
I feel
or is
like
she travelled?
I don't know. I feel like because it stopped just there, didn't it? I didn't watch the
Yeah.
next time on. The Devil is part-time, but I don't know what's going to go on next. But I quite enjoyed that. I thought it was quite nice.
I think I've discovered the anime I like, slice of life, but with like slightly superpowered people.
Yeah, like-
so I like this, and I also like Miss Kobayashi,
Yeah,
where it's got
and
the
you
dragon maid
mentioned-
walking around going
yeah.
shopping, but punching people through the ceiling.
Yeah.
But I just like it's funny and it's just relaxing.
Yes, it
So I
is
need
very,
ultra
it does feel
violence
very
or
passive,
I need-
doesn't it? It
yeah.
feels like those episodes of
What's the
One
worst
Punch
going to
Man.
happen?
With
Like,
One Punch Man, where he's sort of going and doing his laundry or trying to
They're
catch
the
that
best.
fly. Yeah, they're the
that's
best
what I really
episodes.
like. So whatever that's my kink is just
Yeah.
slice of life, meta-human, like
yeah.
getting a mortgage, whatever the fuck they're trying to do. Like,
But it's just the way they make it funny. Yeah, I thought.
and I like
thought
how
this
him
guy
and his
did
mate
well.
was suddenly turned into obviously like a warring couple, like very quickly.
Yes.
It went from him being the boss and him being a servant to just like, oh, what? Like,
Yeah, because he was quite specific. Because he was
you
sort
got
of
fired
like, yeah,
again
you got
from
fired,
your job. Go to the library and find out like where magic is, because that's.
Yeah, that was what his job.
But no,
was.
it was a really nice surprise.
The God of High School had quite a lot to live up to. I mean, I came into that second, and I was like, this really has to impress me.
Yes,
I really enjoyed this.
was everyone at high school? I'm confused with the name.
What I'm confused about.
The big
we sort of
karate man.
the way we pick our verses is we try our hardest to, or sometimes we don't really,
Yeah.
but we sort of like get things that are very similar to
Yeah.
each other. And I think we thought this would be very similar because it was sort of like a god in high school, like
Yeah.
demons working in a shop or whatever. But this one, it sort of felt like it was a bit more of like the God of High School was just the name of the tournament.
But
and
some of the people
they just
were
go to high
clearly
school.
sort of slightly superhuman.
Yeah,
Especially when they all started fighting. And some of them were just
yeah.
amazing.
Basically, a turn of events happens with a gold granny. She gets a
Yes.
purse robbed, and that brings, and there's a big chase throughout the city with all three of our
But
main
then kind of-
protagonists, all join forces and take down this one motorcyclist,
Motorcycle guy, yeah.
and basically, I really enjoyed that scene. Also, I thought that scene was really good.
Was because it was like
the granny thing was so
was
funny.
the granny was her husband's had like a
No,
a
nothing.
coma,
None of this
but they were just
happened.
imagining. Oh no,
she
like
just,
granny's
she just imagined it,
lost
and he
this,
just told everyone the story.
and then everyone's getting angry about it. And then
there was
punched
that
the
guy that was rapping. I really enjoyed him
So,
as well.
I think
Because he just basically raps along with like what's going on. He's like, "Yo, you're a sad little granny," and you're
yeah,
really
because it was
sad."
in. I'm really bad at. It was in Seoul.
Yeah, Seoul, yeah.
Seoul, yeah. Seoul, yeah.
Seoul.
But I couldn't work out because I think the banger's from like 2011.
Oh, okay.
So it's like the streaming because he's like streaming, but
I
I
think
was
they
like
probably updated
maybe they
it
did
and
update,
stuff,
yeah.
and made it a bit more like of the time. But you meet Mori, who is Mr. Shiny Eyes.
Yeah, I just thought he was the guy from Digimon.
He did
He
look a lot,
had those kind of goggly glasses
He
things.
did look a bit like that. And then you met Han, who is the part-time worker. He works at like 7-Eleven.
Yeah, just
And
night shift
then-
and Mirror.
Yeah,
Or
and
Mira,
then Mira is the muscle queen.
The
Who
sword,
really
yeah.
likes muscles.
He's got like a wooden sword, I think, isn't he?
Yeah.
Sword,
I think
yeah.
it reminded me of a bit of Mob Psycho 100 a little bit. The
I may
muscle
have
guys.
seen
I don't know why. Well, mostly because the big muscle guys. You need to watch Mob Psycho 100. It's really fucking good.
Also,
so
thinking
serious.
of Samurai Champloo a bit.
Yes.
But again, now it's more beat.
yeah.
I got it was
Yeah.
very stylized. Everything was very stylized, and the music it was just. But it was very much it was just like right, we're gonna have a so
they're all on the way to the tournament, but before that happens, they catch a cyclist. They go to the tournament. They're all chilling out. They're all mates. Then the tournament gets announced, and they're all going into the centre.
and they think it's going to be split up into one-on-ones, but it isn't. It's just
they're all sort of chilling out. Some of them got like towels and shit.
Yeah.
Like, I would not be prepared for that in any way, shape, or form.
Mm.
I'd be proper chilled
But it just goes battle royale essentially, pretty much.
because I'd be turning up in like a suit. Like, and
Why are you trying to
I don't know. I just feel like what would like I don't know if you kind of like I don't know.
Also,
I don't know.
you can use any weapons you want. It's smart. It can use
Yeah.
any form of anything.
I
It has a gun.
Yeah,
Like,
I
just-
fully was just like take out a gun.
Yeah, or just a tank. Like,
Yeah.
anything could be anything
What are you
goes.
saying?
Basically.
You just so in this high school thingy, you're just rolling up in this
But it's not-
Panzer
No,
tank.
but
It's like
the karate guys were not in high school.
no,
But they were
that's
like,
the
we
thing.
were. They
I don't
didn't make the
understand
final
that.
because I think there must have been some sort of tryouts maybe before because they're like, oh, we're not, we didn't make it through.
Yeah, so I just don't understand because they were literally 50-year-old men.
Yeah.
Let's also just go back to very quickly the start of it because the start of it was
Trying to remember
basically
the first bit.
the bad people were doing bad scandal things, and then and then got smushed by a big hand on an island.
Sorry, that whole bit.
Yeah.
Because that seemed like a complete... I was like,
That was
hand
a complete-
smashes island. I was like,
Yeah.
what's this got to do with anything? Yeah, there's some people on a phone. It sounds like they're kind of trying to blackmail someone or something.
Yeah,
So, when
trying to
they
blackmail
find
the
out...
president of the high school
Yeah.
thing. Anyway, but then he sort of like, obviously magically just sort of slams his hand. So I don't know if the god of high school is going to be that man. And maybe have
Are they gods?
I don't think they're gods. I think he's like testing them because he's the god.
Yeah, but I know what you mean, because I thought, tsunami or something, so the
I
tide
thought
goes in,
tsunami
and I was like, can he control the weather? And
Yeah.
it's like, oh no, this big handprint crushes the whole island.
Yeah, that was really odd.
So that would seem like a different show completely.
Well, I feel like that was like the White Walkers in the first episode of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, we like, what's
these
the
aren't going to
news?
show up for fucking ages,
Yeah.
but we're going to put it in the first 5 seconds.
How do you
of
fight
this thing.
a master hand the size of
I have
fucking...
no idea how you
whole
do that.
island?
It sort of feels like you're fighting against the big boss at the end of Smash Bros.
Yeah, master hand.
Yeah, is that the Master Hand? Is that what it's called? Okay. The weak are separated from the strong. You start realizing there's like a couple of characters that are going to be the cool
They
ones.
just seem super powered, like superhuman compared to everyone else.
Well, I mean, like all our 3 protagonists seem quite superpowered, but then there's like the bubblegum girl. There's the guy with the cool, like sort of quite Street Fighter-y vibes.
I like the guy who was like reading a book.
Yes,
glasses
I
with
like
the
him
bats.
as well.
And
Yeah,
he's just
yeah,
like not
he's
even
cool.
moving, just like biting everyone to death.
And then we meet the creepy sort of criminal guy, who I don't understand why he's in here.
He's just like that. He never uncrosses his arms.
No, because I
He
think that's
fights
his,
with
that's his handicap.
Oh, is that what it is?
Because
I thought
he said
had
he has to have a
sleeves.
handicap. No, because he's got like a straight jacket.
Yeah,
Yeah, so he's basically that's his handicap because
I
he's
think
so
he was just
powerful.
being cocky. He was just like, I'm just not even going to use my hands and just go kick.
Yeah, no. So I mean, like, I think if you sort of, it's like taking Rocky's feet away. I mean, obviously he's got to move around the thing, but he's not going to be kicking anyone anyway. So
Yeah,
I feel
I
like if he's a kicker, does he really need his hands?
Yeah, I guess.
Anyway, so the battle starts. Basically, it all kicks off.
Yeah.
They beat up that dude. That you find out each of them has got something more to them.
Yeah, so the girls obviously go with like swords, and then the kind of the shop worker punches really well. But
He's
then
a puncher.
But what was the first guy?
Well, the first guy,
The main guy, sorry,
he's
the
just
main guy.
like, I think he's just like
An all rounder.
clumsily, just like everyone takes advantage, thinks they can overpower him because he's so weak looking, and actually he's just pretty good. And he's pretty
And he must have
scruffy,
super
just
strength
does
because he has like his
thing.
alarm clock at the start that's like crushed the bits when the episode
Yeah.
starts. He's obviously crushed it when it went off.
I don't know if people are super strong or if it's just like over the top.
I think there's some kind of magic or some shit.
You think there's
if
some
someone
magic
can
going
control
on.
a hand that can smash an island, of some
Yeah,
kind,
you're right. Yeah,
there's
there
got to
must
be
some
something.
sort of godly stuff going on there. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna go for The Devil is Present because this is not The Devil is Present. The Devil is Part Time.
The Devil's a part timer.
I'm gonna go for that because it was just. I found myself laughing out loud quite a lot, and I did find myself laughing out loud quite a lot for the other one, but it was more visual comedy on that one, on the high school one, rather than audible. I quite enjoy the dialogue and the chats with The Devil is Present.
Yeah, I think I sort of agree with you with the God of High School. I think obviously I'm just assuming they're going to have fights. It's going to be knocking down like one on one, get to
And
the
then they're
final.
gonna have to like chat afterwards.
Yeah, which is fine, but I'm not that like. I don't think maybe it does completely change. It's not going to shock me, but just the idea of the devil just getting on with his life, getting random jobs and shit. For some reason, that's far more attractive to me. Also, because the fact that it's funny. If it's funny, that counts
Yeah, exactly.
a lot. If it's just like, well, who's going to win this thing? Oh, episode 10. Oh, he fought thingy. Oh, a guy who's really good with like knives or what have you.
That's what it's going to be.
It might be really, really good.
No,
but
I'm
instantly I'm like, I'd rather kind of watch the devil literally just get a driving license.
Yeah,
and shit like
that sounds so
That's much
stupid.
more entertaining for me.
No, I completely agree, and I'm quite looking forward to seeing how the girl sort of. I can't remember what her name is. I don't think she says. I think she does say her name, but I'm
The
quite looking-
redheaded. from
Yeah,
the-
he says her name at the
yeah.
end.
I think it might be Amelia.
Yeah,
I think it's that.
but I'm quite looking forward to seeing her sort of thwarting him. I'm kind of expecting.
But should he be thwarted?
No, but like I'm kind of expecting her just sort of being like, I have to do this because this is my thing, but her being equally as shit as them, but sort of like self-righteously shit, and she's just really bad at knocking them out. I don't know. I'm just expecting.
I just guessed how it's going to be. He's going to be the manager of McDonald's, and she's going to get a job at like a opposite place.
Do you think that's where it's
and they're
going
going to have to try and get like, the top sales figures, or they work together.
Maybe. What? She
So it's
joins
not a-
McDonald's the next time.
Yeah, so it's not like a fight to death. It's like
it's like who's going to sell the most black pepper fries?
And he's like, I'll top myself if you beat me. or whatever. That's something like that instead of having to have a sword fight or whatever.
Yeah. It's all about the sales figures.
Yeah.
And then them trying to like undermine each other.
Yes.
Right.
I'd like that. I want to watch more of it.
I want to watch more of this as well. I thoroughly enjoyed this.
Thank you so much for the
recommendation.
Yeah, because that actually was really good.
Yeah, if anyone wants to recommend any other ones, try and recommend two so we can just sort of like go,
with some vague, tenuous connection would be good.
They have to have some tenuous connection. Yeah. Not really.
So in this episode of Versus,
the winner is the devil is a part-timer,
or the devil works part-time.
Yeah, the devil. We need to know
black
that, surely.
Pepper fries.
Yeah, I want some black pepper fries so badly right now.
Anyway, sorry. So the devil is present. Anyway,
enjoy.
Goodbye.
The devil is present. He's over my shoulder, watching and laughing and pushing us closer. No, down the line he will tear us apart.